have two public hearings on the agenda tonight.
We'll do roll call.
Roll call, please. Councilman Vicarello.
Jason Vicarello, First Ward Councilman, present.
Colin O'Connell, First Ward Councilman, present.
Maria Mann, Second Ward Council, present.
Dominic Sickles, Mayor, present.
Jeffrey Rhodes, Third Ward Council, present.
Jacqueline Dennison, Fourth Ward Council, present.
Stan Siegel, Fourth Ward Councilman, present.
William Frank Corporation Council present.
Okay, thank you. Roll. Jason, would you like to
Yeah,
read a synopsis?
Briefly, this local law just gives the council the authority during the appeals process to approve an appeal if it deems necessary on a case-by-case basis to allow somebody to get a taxi driver's license if they have a previous conviction for a felony.
Okay. Anyone from the public wishing to speak tonight on local law 479, a taxi license process? Joan, are you speaking tonight on a public hearing? All right, you signed the document for it.
I put minutes. No, I signed that I was here.
You signed two different
You
ones.
signed two different documents.
I thought
Okay,
she-
not a big deal, not a big deal. Okay, anyone from the council wishing to speak? Hearing none?
Just basically for the record, this, right now, if you're applying for a taxi driver's license in the city, you are automatically prohibited from applying for that license if you have a felony conviction. As we all know, there are different types of felonies. Some are obviously for violent crimes, and things of that nature. Other felonies have to do with driving offenses and things of that nature. What this will do will give the council on a case-by-case basis to have the discretion to hear if they want to grant a waiver. An example would be if somebody had a DWI felony conviction and it was, say, 10 or 15 years old, and since then they've been a model type citizen, not had any run-ins with the law, and they're trying to make a living. This would vest the discretion with the council on a case-by-case basis. There's nothing in this change to the law that would compel the council to grant an appeal. It's just, it provides a mechanism for the council to use their discretion. Thank you.
Go ahead, Seth. When I first originally read that, I was concerned about how we would determine what criteria we would use to make a determination as to whether or not to grant it or not grant it, and really never got an answer. I just hope that without written criteria, that we make the right decision each time, I guess. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to close local law number 2's public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Vicarello, second by Councilman O'Connell. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right, local law number 3, which is section 280. I'll entertain a motion to open that.
So moved.
Councilman Vicarello,
Second.
second by Councilman Rhodes. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, Councilman Vicarello?
This local law, basically out of necessity, we're gonna amend chapter 280 of the city code. The charts under water meter sizes, our existing charts only go up to a 6-inch meter. And we, in the near future, we're gonna need fees for an 8-inch main. And as long as we were doing the law itself,
Rhodes? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, moving on. Public comment, 5-minute limit per person. Joan McBride.
So I take it from now on, you don't want a list of who shows up for public hearings?
What are you talking about?
It used to be that that sign-up sheet was for the people that attended public hearings.
What you signed?
Yes.
We can have everybody sign it, Joan. What can we help you with this
Well,
evening, Joan?
if I just know what's going on, I won't sign it from now on.
Okay. Welcome back.
Once again, I'm here about the minutes. There was an error in the minutes for the special meeting that you had in January for the department heads' contracts. There was an error in the count for the yes.
We're aware of that. We're gonna vote on that next meeting, not this meeting. We're getting it corrected. The other one on 113, which I'm sure you're gonna talk about, that's been added to the agenda today.
Well, I don't believe that one's been on the website yet.
It actually was added with the correction to the website this morning.
Okay.
Floor is yours.
As you know, my name is Renata Houston. I live on Kingston Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
and for the last 3 years, we've been having an issue with the noise and honking on our street. And I'm sure most of you heard about it, but so far, any approach I took, it didn't help. It hasn't been resolved. City officials and the departments haven't addressed, even though I met with the chief warden. We did contact some of the councilmen in our ward, and the issue is not being resolved. So I'm here to ask for help. How you guys can help me resolve the issue, because the issue is becoming very unlivable at this point. And our health is being affected, our well-being is being affected, and our safety is being affected. So I'm asking you guys for help to please help us resolve this issue, because it's unlivable situation
Okay.
where we're being affected.
Okay.
So
We have your email address here.
yes, you have an email that's actually preferred method of contact.
Okay.
I did met with Chief Warden on November 1st to address this issue. I did a request to put up the sign, no honking sign, and he told me that that's something that it's not in his power to do. And he also recommended a few things. He recommended things to meet with the individual, set up the meeting, which I did agree to it, but that particular individual that is initiating initiating the issue, didn't agree to meet. And I also spoke to the social worker. The meeting was actually involved the social worker, chief warden, and another detective from the police department on November 1st. So we sat down, we kind of decided on this, that they're gonna try to help us resolve the issue by setting up the meeting with the individual. The individual declined the meeting, and on November 18th, I spoke with the social worker. It was by phone call, and she told me that that individual is encouraging people to stop honking. When I asked social worker, I asked her to clarify me, can you specify in what way this individual that is actually causing people to honk, in what way he's actually discouraging people? She did not have an answer for me. So, and then I did ask her also when I talked to her, I asked her to please follow up. I also sent an follow-up email to Chief Warden. Still this day, I haven't heard from any of them. And the issue is just being escalating.
Okay.
I have people stopping by, screaming, harassing us. So our safety is being affected, and our health is being affected, well-being is being affected. So please help us resolve the issue.
Okay.
So I'm actually asking for help.
Okay. We'll reach back out to you
Okay,
and we'll discuss it.
thank you.
Councilman Vicarillo and I will sit down and discuss that. Thank you. All right. approval of minutes. January 27, 2025, Common Council meeting minutes. Entertain a motion.
Make motion.
Rhodes,
Second.
second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to also entertain a motion to amend the January 13th, 2025 meeting minutes. There was a mistake that has been caught in it. It has been corrected, and the corrected minutes have been posted on the city website.
So moved. Last week, under code, at this point, I'd like to make a motion for the city to adopt local law number 2 of 2025 in reference to the taxi drivers. Chapter 479.
Okay. Motion by Councilman Vicarello, second by Councilman O'Connell regarding the Section 479 change of the taxi license process. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
And I'd like to make a motion to adopt local law number 3 of 2025 to amend chapter 280 tables of the city code in reference to water meter sizes.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? That motion carries.
Y'all should have received the building officials report for the month of January. I'd like to make a motion to accept that.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
And you should have received the fire inspector's report for the month of January. I'd like to make a motion that we accept that.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion on the fire inspector report? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next code meeting will be March the 5th here in the council chambers. And that is all I have under code.
Okay. Police committee.
Okay, under police committee, we have not met since the last council meeting. I'd like to make a motion to accept the January police monthly report.
Pledge run the January report. Second by Councilwoman Mann. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next police meeting will be February 20th here in the council chambers.
Okay. Planning and zoning, Councilman O'Connell.
Okay, so zoning did not meet again this month. I'll announce at the next council meeting, the next date for zoning, the zoning meeting. Planning next meets on February 18th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. Recreation update. The youth center recreation room will be closed February 17th through 21st for winter break. Recreation room hours are 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Fridays. Two great athletic events coming up in the spring of 2025 here in Port Jervis. Both events are now open for registration. May 4th, 2025, the Delaware River 5K run. May 31st through June 1st, the Jim Dadune Junior Midnight Madness Endurance Relay. Field trips planned this summer include Liberty Science Center on Friday, July 18th, and the New York Mets baseball game on Friday, August 1st. More information to follow soon. The next Recreation Commission meeting is scheduled for this Wednesday, February 12th at 6:15 p.m. in the Youth Center. That is all. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Tourism and IDA, Councilwoman Mann.
Thank you, Mayor. The Tourism Board is still accepting applications for the 7th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, which will be held on Sunday, March 2nd. As always, you can contact Tourism Chair Laura Meyer. Her email is floralaurapj@yahoo.com. The next tourism meeting will be this Wednesday, February 12th at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. And the IDA's next meeting will be held on Tuesday, February 18th at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers as well. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Fire and Emergency Management, Councilman Rhodes.
Do you want me to do finance first?
Fire, do fire first.
Thank you, Mayor. From the Secretary of the Fire Department, events for Mahogany Cook and Ladder to attend the second annual St. Patty's Day Parade in Milford on March 16th, 2025. I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Next is active membership for Bryce Stiletto for Never Sink Engine Company. I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Another request from the Port Charles Fire Department to host our annual parade on 7/12/25 and all related events during that week leading up to the parade. I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the parade? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is Excelsior Engine Company number 5 to host a Super Bowl party, which had already happened. So
No.
I told them don't get hurt.
Wise
We
advice.
can approve it now, so. Host a Daytona 500 party on February 16th. Host their annual Good Friday Pizza Takeout on 4/18/25. Host their Old Timers Night on 5/17/25. Host a booth at the Fall Foliage 9/28/25. And host a Christmas party on 12/13/25. I make that a motion.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion?
I'm glad the Eagles won.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? That motion carries.
And also another one for Mahogany Cook and Ladder, host a roast beef takeout dinner on 3/22/25 and attend the Ulster County Parade in Ellenville on 7/26/25 and attend the Orange County Parade 9/27/25. I make that a motion.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? That motion carries.
And then the next fire emergency management meeting will also be on February 20th. Since the police has the council chambers, the fire departments at 6:30 will be in the mayor's conference room on the 20th because Monday's a holiday.
Okay. Sticking with your Councilman Rhodes, finance.
The finances, Misty's on a nice vacation. We have some bills to be paid out of the general fund. $1,696 and $1,696,810.69. That's it. 2 cents. So a total of $1,914,353.34. And one of the reasons that's so big is because as we go into some of the breakdown, the Commission of Finance, taxes were collected for Orange County, so we had to pay Orange County $1,479,769.93. So that was one of the reasons why it's over $1 million, almost $2 million. So I make a motion that we pay the bills.
Second by Councilwoman Dennison. Any discussion on the bills? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Also, I make a motion for the mayor to sign the warrant for tax collection for 2025. I make that a motion.
Second by Councilwoman Dennison. All those in
The
favor?
total of $7,835,892.
Any discussion? Sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
I make a motion to sell 23 boxes of comics for $2,500 to Cyberspace Comics, and those are being stored right now up at the Farnham. So I make that a motion that we approve that sale.
I believe they've already been declared surplus.
Correct. They've been declared surplus.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion?
Yeah, what was the price?
$2,500.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
The next is a request to waiver a DPW fee of $588 plus interest for 18 Ulster Place. And this was sent to the mayor. This was work that was done by DPW for cutting grass, and after research, I make a motion that we do not accept this. I think we should request. I think we should.
Second it.
Okay. Any discussion?
The motion is to deny the request.
The motion is denied. Motion on the floor is to deny the request. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
And the next is to, for the mayor to sign environmental attorney and legal services agreement between the city of Port Jervis, Gallagher and Gallagher attorney, for project number 19627, and this is gonna be for the water, the lead, pipe.
So this is to continue the lead service inventory project that we are mandated to undertake, which we have been the past year, and we're going to continue to into 2025.
So I make this a motion for the mayor to be able to sign into agreement with Gallagher and Gallagher.
Second.
Second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And then the next finance meeting is scheduled for the 19th of this month, Wednesday the 19th. And that's all I have.
Good, thank you. CDA, Councilwoman Dennison.
Thank you, Mayor. Port Jervis CDA last met on January 27th. The next meeting is on February 26th at 7 p.m. The location is to be determined. I have a couple of things here. The first being on January 27th, the U.S. Office of Management and Budget, on behalf of President Trump, instructed all federal departments to temporarily pause all activities related to the obligation and disbursement of federal finance assistance. Since that communication, that has been rescinded, and they expect the voucher and administration deposits to be made. The landlord ACH payments are scheduled to be released on February 4th, 2025. They are waiting to confirm the HUD deposits, which typically are deposited anytime between Saturday the 1st and Monday the 3rd. If necessary, they would cancel the release. The issues on things that are coming through on grants, they're ongoing, and I don't have any further information on that. I also have actually, I think this make a motion for New York State Community Development Block Grant Agreement. Whereas pursuant to Title I of the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended, as the Act, Corporation is authorized to administer and distribute Community Development Block Grant CDBG funds to units of general local government and non-entitlement areas located in the state of New York. Therefore, the parties agree that the grant funds will be administered in accordance with the following terms. There's a lot of terms.
You need a copy of the resolution?
Is this the correct resolution?
That's the agreement itself. Do you need the resolution?
I don't have the resolution. And again, what happens is, minus resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with the Housing Trust Fund Corporation for the Community Development Block Grant. Whereas the Housing Trust Fund Corporation has awarded Community Development Block Grant CDBG funding to the City of Port Jervis in the amount of $1,500,000 to improve and upgrade the city's water filtration plant. And now therefore it is hereby resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby authorizes and directs the mayor or his designee to execute and submit the annex grant contract with the Housing Trust Fund Corporation to improve and upgrade the city's water filtration plant and effectuate said funding subject to the review and approval of the Corporation Council. Make that a motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Dennison, second by Councilman O'Connell.
I've reviewed the agreement and it's acceptable in form and content.
Correct.
Okay. All those in favor, any discussion? This is regarding the $1.5 million that we were awarded over the summer for the replacement of the water filtration plant filter system. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have here.
Thank you. Housing and Veterans, Councilman Siegel.
Thank you, Mayor. Housing Authority last met on January 24th, 2025. Next meeting is scheduled for February 27th at 7 p.m. at Hillside Terrace. Excuse me. Veterans, since the flu is on the increase, the VA suggests that you should consider going to the clinic or Castle Point and get a flu shot. And a reminder, the VA has extended the deadline to which veterans and beneficiaries can log into va.gov, VA mobile apps, and other VA online services using their My Healthy Vet username and password. They've changed it from January 31st, 2025 to March 4th, 2025. Excuse me again. The deadline to switch from DS Logon to ID Me or logon.gov remains September 30th, 2025. Next Senior Club meetings are February the 26th, March 12th, and March 26th at 1 p.m. at the Fellowship Hall in West End. And Access 23, or PJ 23, which it's now called, is back on the air, both on Spectrum Channel 23 and on our YouTube channel, PJTV 23. We're airing footage that was transferred from VHS tapes to DVDs and then uploading them to TV and to YouTube. You might find it interesting and historic as we do. If so, please let us know. And I have actually 2 inspirational quotes for this week. Excuse me. Well, one's because of the Super Bowl.
Oh,
I missed the party though. It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task, which more than anything else will affect its successful outcome. And that's William James. And the other one is, don't ever promise more than you can deliver, but always deliver more than you can promise. And that's Lou Holtz. And I would suggest if people want to be inspired, they should review what Lou Holtz had to say. He was the most inspirational coach, I think, ever.
it was outstanding.
And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Stan. Good choice with the quote. Okay.
Thanks.
For your consideration, we have a public assembly permit here today for Cruise and Port 2025. And the dates for Cruise and Port 2025 will be May 6th with a rain date of May 13th, June 3rd with a rain date of June 10th, July 1st with a rain date of July 8th, August 5th with a rain date of August 12th, and September 2nd with a rain date of September 9th. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second by Councilwoman Mann. Any discussion? And they do have it completely filled out with their proof of insurance. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Lastly, tonight, I would just like to appoint Teresa Spradling to the Upper Delaware River Council. This is just a one-year appointment for the year 2025. And with that being said, I will entertain a motion for adjournment. Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman Picciarello. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries. 19:03.
There's a certain way to do it, like where you never delete. I know it's confusing.
Right.
Here, finish.